your vehicle has come back to either a Brett Chamberlain.
You shouldn't be saying this in front of the people.
They can't hear me.
Yeah, they can.
Do you want me to ask them to move away?
Sorry, you shouldn't divulge my personal details that you've got a police national computer.
I wasn't divulging them to them.
Well, you were. You were speaking loud enough voice that they would have heard.
Well, they're not.
Right. Okay. Go on then.
So a Brett Chamberlain.
Right.
What was your name?
Which section? Which act you requiring me to give my name?
Road Traffic Act. You're driving a motor vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. So I require you to give me your details. If you don't, it is an arrestable offence.
Right. But am I on the highway?
Pardon?
Am I on the highway?
You've been driving this vehicle.
Yeah, but am I on the highway now?
You've been driving this vehicle.
But am I on the highway now?
Can you just give me your details, please, and then we can get this sorted?
Am I on the highway?
So what
yeah, but I'm asking a question. Am I on the highway?
You're not on a highway right now, but you have been on a highway.
Yeah, so you could have requested my details when I was on the highway, but now I'm not on the highway. You can't, can you?
I can.
You could wait until I leave, and then you could pull me over.
Road Traffic Act, I can request.
She says it loud enough for everyone to hear. Your vehicle's come back to a Brett Chamberlain. One name shouted across a petrol forecourt. One moment that turned a routine call into a data breach disaster, and the camera caught everything. Footage courtesy of Brett Chamberlain. Link in description. It all began quietly. Brett filled up at a Shell station with Royal Mint coins, hundreds and crowns. Staff refused his payment. Legal tender fully valid. Police arrived. Then WPC Lee showed up. That's where everything changed.
All right. Did my colleague get your name?
Yeah, you got my first name.
Do you mind if I take your first name? Is that okay?
What's your name and number then?
My name 2928 is PC Lee.
PC Lee. Nice to meet you, yeah.
Bear with me 2 seconds. So what was your name?
Well, I'm not prepared to divulge it in front of people that aren't police.
Okay. Well, I can ask that gentleman to step away if that's all right.
Yeah.
She opens with demands, not questions.
Right. So what? Under what act are you asking for my details?
It's because we've been called today.
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime we get called to an incident,
yeah,
we like to get your name.
Yeah. What section of which act are you requiring my name?
I'm not saying it's under any act. You don't have to give your name to me today
because
you haven't committed an offence.
No.
But it's just for our records.
He asks for law. She offers none.
Name?
No.
No? Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to make a note of your car registration.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, is that all right?
Yep.
So all we're doing at the minute, obviously there's been a bit of confusion over the coins.
Yep.
Turns out that, as you said, they are legal tender. So
yep.
So it's now down to the petrol station whether they accept them. If they don't, it's a civil matter. There's nothing the police can do, okay?
No.
All right, I'll just get your number plate, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
No offence, yet still pushing control. Calm is power, and he knows it.
Hello, sir.
Hiya.
So your vehicle has come back to either a Brett Chamberlain.
You shouldn't be saying this in front of the people.
They can't hear me.
Yeah, they can.
Do you want me to ask them to move away? Sorry, you guys are right.
Privacy gone. Professionalism too.
I wasn't divulging them to them.
Well, you were. You were speaking loud enough voice that they would have heard.
Well, they're not.
Right. Okay. Go on then.
So a Brett Chamberlain.
Right.
What was your name?
Which section? Which act you requiring me to give my name?
Road Traffic Act. You're driving a motor vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. So I require you to give me your details. If you don't, it is an arrestable offence.
Right. But am I on the highway?
Pardon?
Am I on the highway?
You've been driving this vehicle.
Yeah, but am I on the highway now?
You've been driving this vehicle.
But am I on the highway now?
Can you just give me your details, please, and then we can get this sorted?
Am I on the highway?
So what
yeah, but I'm asking a question. Am I on the highway?
You're not on a highway right now, but you have been on a highway.
Yeah, so you could have requested my details when I was on the highway, but now I'm not on the highway. You can't, can you?
I can.
You could wait until I leave, and then you could pull me over.
Under the Road Traffic Act, I can request your details.
Yeah, only on the highway, but not...
Can you just give me your details, please?
Authority collapses under its own ignorance.
Look, this is all about rights, okay? Now,
yeah,
I've got a right not to give you my details unless I have committed an offence. Right, the Road Traffic Act is referring to vehicles on the highway, not on private property. So, if you're saying that I have to give you my details under the Road Traffic Act and I'm not on a highway, then you're infringing on my rights, aren't you?
So what they're saying...
Why don't you ask me another way, kind of thing?
What they are saying, okay, is that they are not going to accept your money.
Yep.
So what they are asking you to do is to either pay another way. Have you got another means of payment today?
Yes, I have.
Okay, would you want to just
No.
pay with that just to make it easier?
No.
Because they are not going to accept your money today, and they are wanting to make a civil claim.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
When logic fails, intimidation begins.
Well, obviously, civil claims are sorted out in the court, aren't they?
Yeah,
right.
it's
And whose jurisdiction is the court?
It's
It's
civil.
the Queen's, isn't it?
It's civil. That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just informing you of what they've said. Okay.
Oh, you asked me a question. What have I got to say? The courts are the Queen's courts. You know, the courts. I don't believe the court's going to rule against Her Majesty's proclamation that those coins are for payment throughout the United Kingdom. So
again, that's not something that police are involved in. So
No.
that would be that again. It's a civil
okay.
matter.
So go on then. Do you think I should provide my details on private forecourt
Yes, I believe you should.
because of the Road Traffic Act?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Why is that then?
Are you going to provide me
No,
your
I'm
details?
just asking you these questions. I may well provide my details, but you have to articulate the law as to why.
Under the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Civil dispute, not criminal, not her arena.
You have used a highway to get here today, have you not?
That's not the point, though, is it?
You have used a highway to get here today. Under
Yeah,
the
I
Road
have.
Traffic Act,
Yeah.
okay, I can ask you to give your details.
So, in other words, you could knock on my front door. My car's on my drive, and you could say, under the Road Traffic Act, I
I'm
want
not
your
saying
details,
that, but
and you
wouldn't
must
be
have been on the
you wouldn't be
highway in your
You
car.
wouldn't be in your vehicle, would
Doesn't
you?
make sense.
You wouldn't be sat in your vehicle.
Doesn't matter, though, does it? Go on. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a bit of a break, right? So, I reckon if I was parked in the car park, yeah, then I wouldn't have to provide my details. But because there's a way in and a way out, that means in law, in case law, it's an extension of the highway.
Okay.
And on that basis, I'll provide my details.
Would you like to give me your date of birth?
I can give you my driving licence because you. First of all, which section, which act?
Would you like to give me your driving licence?
No, which section, which
Under
act?
the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, what section?
I'm asking you for your driving licence.
Yeah, which section, which
Can you
act?
just give me your driving licence?
You don't know it, do you?
There you go, 163.
That requires me to stop. If a police officer asks me to stop, but which? No, that's another act. Go on. Which sections?
I'd have to check, sir.
Do you want me to tell you? 164.
164.
The student teaches the teacher. Section 163 stops vehicles, nothing more. Section 164 allows license requests when lawful. Neither applies here. Silence follows. Lesson delivered.
That's not my money. It's their money. It's their money. Yeah, I can't. I can hear you.
Put the window down.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you still.
Yeah, you can.
I can't hear you.
I'm not that
I've
silly.
got a radio in my ear. I can't
Well,
hear you.
take it out.
I can't take it out. I've got to keep a radio in. I can't take a
Right.
radio out.
Can you hear that?
I can hear you now.
All right. What seems to be the problem?
They're trying to give you your money back.
It's not my money. It's their money.
They're
It's
not
my
accepting your
payment.
money. Pardon?
It's my payment.
They're not
Courtesy, not compliance.
accepting your money back?
No.
Okay, well they're not accepting your payment then. So
Okay. Yeah.
you're still going to be... Wait for that to go past. You're still going to be charged for the payment
Yep.
at a later date. Okay, they've got your car registration.
Yep.
They're going to forward it on to that. They can get your details from your car registration.
Yep.
They're going to forward that onto their head office, and
Yep.
you will be chased for payment later on. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah. I don't.
Are you going to accept your money back?
It's not my money. It's their money. It's also the Queen's money, actually.
Are you going to accept the Queen's money back?
No.
What do you want them to do with it then?
Put it in the till and accept payment.
Well, that's not going to be accepted as payment. So I think you may as well just take it back.
Yeah.
Because what's that?
I'm not taking it back.
£200? More than that?
240.
Pardon?
£248.83.
Yeah, I think you may as well take that back.
No, I
You're
don't
gonna be
think
out
so.
of pocket otherwise.
I'm not going to be out of pocket.
Pardon?
I won't be out of pocket. I've paid for my fuel with cash, with legal tender.
She becomes Shell's cashier in uniform.
Your details, okay?
Yeah.
I'll let them know that you're not giving them your details.
Yeah.
And what would you like them to do with the money?
Well, it's up to them to do what they want with it. Obviously, it's payment, so
Well, they're not accepting it as payment, okay?
yeah. But obviously, they may well get legal advice, and the legal advice might tell them that that they need to accept it, and therefore, if they've given me the money back,
They may
then
well
they've
do.
got no way to recover the money, then, have they? Because
They may
they've.
well do. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that if they did give it back, there would be no recourse in law to recover the funds later on. So I'm doing them a favour by saying, look, you hang on to it, it's payment for my fuel. I'm not a fuel thief. I want to pay for my fuel, and that's my payment.
Well, if they then pursue a civil matter and it comes back that it doesn't go in your favour,
Yeah.
then you're going to be out of pocket. That's all I'm thinking. If you still have to pay for the fuel again,
Now, how am I going to be out of pocket? Because what would have happened to the money that I've given them?
Pardon?
I've given them the money, haven't I? So how can I be out of pocket?
Taking money back kills lawful tender. Plain and simple.
PC Lee, wasn't it?
Pardon?
PC Lee, yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Have you got your body worn camera on?
Yeah, there.
Oh, so you didn't tell me about that either, did you?
Is there?
Yeah,
See
but
it?
no. In the policy, it says that you need to advise somebody. In fact, everything that's happened up until this point
You
is
haven't-
not admissible in court because you didn't.
Pardon? I can't hear you.
I said
can't hear you.
everything that's happened on that camera is not admissible in court because you failed to advise me that you were recording. In the policy, your policy.
What section is that? What policy is that?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay,
I'll tell you what,
that's
loads of
fine.
people on YouTube will get back to you on that. So if you just look up this video,
That's fine.
they'll explain the police's own.
That's perfect. I don't tend to watch police videos on YouTube. To be honest.
No,
Did you tell me you're recording? She didn't. A small question. A huge mistake.
recording them for evidence.
Like I say, what part of policy is that?
You've got any evidence bags in their car just for the money when you take it with CPR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm off then.
No worries. See you later.
Is Mark satisfied? Mark, are you satisfied about the diesel thing?
Apologies, sir, I couldn't hear you back then.
Are you satisfied about the diesel thing?
I am, sir, thank you.
Yeah, there's no limitation on the carriage of, as long as it's in appropriate containers.
Absolutely.
Evidence without notice. Challengeable in court.
Immediately, but I'm obviously happy to endeavour to find out the answers where I have a lack of my knowledge, which I've done. So, okay.
Yeah, obviously I've researched this subject quite thoroughly. I don't have to worry about all the other things, but I do just worry about this thing.
Absolutely.
All right, Mark, thanks very much for being professional.
Thank you, sir.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you. Well, there you go, guys. 250 quid worth of fuel and a YouTube video. So, well, isn't it? I think the police actually, Mark, he was very professional, wasn't he? He didn't give me any kind of BS and infringe upon my rights in any way whatsoever. But
Two officers, same badge, different worlds. One listened, one guessed, one upheld the law.
she kind of blagged her away a bit, didn't she? Making stuff up.
250 of fuel, a viral video, and a national lesson. PACE 1984 and RTA 1988 grant power only where an offence exists. A private forecourt isn't a highway. Data protection forbids public exposure of personal info. This wasn't policing, it was pride. On parade. Knowledge. Silences authority. Rights mean nothing unless you use them. The camera never forgets. If you believe in accountability, share this video. Subscribe to Audit Incite. Your support keeps this truth alive because when officers forget the law, the public remembers.